Hello guys, and welcome back to another lovely trading video. In this one we're doing some in-depth analysis on Microsoft, ticker MSFT. Now why are we doing analysis on this? Firstly, it's been on quite a strong bullish momentum recently. It's up 2.5% on Friday, and it's just overtaken Apple as the most valuable company in the world, I think since 2015. Or no, it was just saying it was best month since 2015, sorry. But yeah, it's now worth more than Apple based on market cap. So we're going to do some analysis on this and see where can we see the stock going. So as always, we go over to the daily chart, see is there any gaps that need to be filled, because more likely than not these gaps will get filled. Doesn't mean they have to be filled in the near future, but will usually mean within the next year they will get filled. So they're usually good levels to be using for price targets if it starts coming around that area. So instantly we do see a few gaps over here, but they have all been filled. Again, so this one here, for example, 296.50, yes, it's a gap fill, but not one I would actually personally plot, because it's not very clear if you're not looking for gaps. And when I'm plotting gap fill areas, I like to be having ones that are very clear, because then more traders and investors see them. So for me personally, all I will be using for now is kind of that 310 level as a gap fill, because it's very noticeable. And you could even use a bit of 312.50 because it might come into that candle and then get an early bounce. But I'm personally not going to plot that one. Now we'll go to statistical mean and see where is the standard deviation channels going to tell us where the stock most likely will go. And we can see they're coming into around 337 and 339. That most likely selling pressure will come in and Microsoft will pull back at this location. Doesn't mean it's going to reverse and continue down, but we would expect to see a pullback to at least kind of 324 325 area, and again wouldn't be concerned even if it pulls back to around the 305 to 310 area, because that's still in the area of the statistical mean. So it would make sense for a stock to kind of pull back for there, even if it's going to continue higher. So yeah, for right now, 337 to 339, we kind of see Microsoft continuing up to that level, and then we'll most likely see some selling pressure, and then yeah, quite a strong pullback and or reversal. And again, if it does continue higher, where are our levels? 362, 370, 402, 388. Again, these ones are very far off and may not be achievable in the near future, but they're always good to be keeping a note of, just in case for any reason Microsoft goes up 5-6% in a day, and then it will be coming in close to these kind of price targets. The only thing though that is a bit you need to be careful of if you are shorting Microsoft when it's coming into these levels is how steep the standard deviation curves are, or standard deviations are pointing. As you can see, obviously they are pointing quite heavily upwards, and that usually does signal a strong uptrend, as we can obviously see with Microsoft. But it does mean you take a bit more risk on the short. So depending on your risk parameters, that may take you or lead you to not take the short trade if you're looking to on Microsoft. And usually when I see ones that are this strong, I will usually still take some size, but I usually cut sizes on these kind of trades. Yes, they tend to still work out, but I think it's more of a psychological thing, is when it's kind of this deep, I don't personally like using massive size. So on something like this, I will probably use half the size I usually do on a trade. And again, even if it pushes even higher, again, not really that likely, but always a good thing to know where the levels are. Now, what happens if it starts pulling back? Where do we see kind of a low risk buy area if it's going to continue its uptrend? And that will be at the statistical mean, so around kind of 310, where we would expect it kind of to pull back, even if it's going to continue its uptrend. But if it comes into 310s and ends up failing instead of continuing up, where would we be looking to kind of get in and look for some long buys part of the trade? And that would be coming into below $300 and kind of coming into the 285 to kind of 275, because that is the first deviation on the daily. And this would be considered even less risk than usual if you can get in long at these first deviations. For the reason being, when the trend is this strong upwards, it's very unlikely that it will kind of continue to settle down. You would expect to see at least quite a large bounce off this into the statistical mean, so around $310. So that's kind of the overall breakdown on Microsoft. Obviously it can continue lower, and if it does, 360, 245, 234, 213, those are all low risk buy areas. If it does continue down, you can consider those good deals. But for overall, right now, that's what we're seeing with Microsoft. See it kind of pushing up that bit higher to around 340, and then most likely pulling back to around 310. And then from then on, we're not really going to predict if it's going to continue up on its uptrend or if it's going to continue down. The reason for that is it's very hard to predict anything at the statistical mean, so it doesn't make any sense to even try and predict it. It's better just to wait, see how it plays out, and then adjust a plan on whether it continues up or down. So I hope you enjoyed the video, hope to see you next one, and that's it. Peace.